Hello and welcome to GRE Mnemonics video number 13. Now let's go for a quick recap for video number 12. A giant ink pen often was on a speed hunt. It was unadvisable, for he was endangering a species when he could eat alternate food. The huge pen constantly applied itself in formulating new theories while sitting near a sea that separated the Jew from the Jewess. The sea was known as Assy, where wild asses ate their lunch with their bass guitars and composed rhymes. The rhymes were about a noodle called Szechuan. When consumed, it often eased the pain of a sumo wrestler. The sumo wrestler used a tea strainer to filter and drink tea while acquiring a rich manager's tea garden in lieu of the money he had lent. So, in today's GRE Mnemonics, we will learn and understand these words using a short story. A banner for an E&E camp was unintentionally printed as a tents sale banner. A disco dancer arrived with his distant relative, a metallurgist. He was swollen from the inside, and he needed a checkup. The false advertisement had attracted a smart ass who used to weigh and test the proper weight of the load, and he had arrived at the camp. Volunteers at the camp were nuns who weren't agreeing with each other over the food. The dish of the nuns was made using a cordless device. A group of divers had dived deep to find the missing table on which the dish would be served. They found that the dining table couldn't even be turned aside. All right, so let's learn the words individually. Inadvertent. Clue, wrong ad on tent. Inadvertent means not intentional, not on purpose. From the Latin word, not turning the mind to. Picture, inadvertent, unintentional, banner printed for the tent's sale instead of the E&T banner. An inadvertent administrative error occurred that resulted in an overpayment. In this example, an error which was not on purpose had resulted in an issue of overpayment. Distant. Clue, disco dancer's swollen distant relative. Distant means swell out or expand from internal pressure. It comes from the Latin word distendere, which means to stretch apart. Picture the swelling of the distant relative. The carbon dioxide in software drinks can distend your stomach. In this example, soft drinks could bloat or expand your stomach from the inside. Assay. Clue, as weighing hay. Assay means to analyze, evaluate, or put to test. In general sense, it means to test the merit of someone or something. So, for example, an ore would be put to test to determine its purity. Assay also means to judge the worth of. So, picture a clever ass who's putting the hay to test. They assayed the gold to determine its purity. In this example, the gold is put to test in order to test its purity. Dissonance. Dissonance means discord, disagreement. It comes from the Latin word dissonant, as in disagreeing in sound. Picture the nun who were not in accord over the dish and thus made the dissonance. The dissonance between politicians and voters mattered in the upcoming elections. In this example, the discord between the politicians and voters would play a key role in the upcoming election. Indivertible. Clue, diverse with an immovable table. Indivertible means that which cannot be turned aside. Picture diverse with the table cannot be moved aside. One has to believe that his or her battle is indevertible and victory is inevitable. In this example, one has to believe that the battle cannot be turned aside and that victory is sure to come. India is a fast-running nation which is indevertible in aim. In this example, India is a fast-running nation which doesn't turn aside its aims. Time for quiz. Do you remember the word which means not intentional, not on purpose, careless, negligent, or inattentive? Do you remember the meaning for the word destined? Do you remember the word as well as the meaning associated with this mnemonic? I hope you got all three of them right. Let us know about your feedback here. We'll be meet next with our next set of GRE words. Thank you.